Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is Emily Anderson with FranNet, and I'm here with Stephanie Ruby, and I'm really excited to share some information about this particular brand, which, quite frankly, you've probably heard of. We're going to do a quick overview of the brand, and for those of you in the Boise area, there is a resale opportunity, so stay tuned to hear some specifics about that. And a couple of things that I really like about this brand and why I think it's worth getting on your radar. It's a solid brand with national recognition. It's got multiple revenue streams with both B2B and B2C components, which is something that I really like to see in a business. And it's not all that common, quite frankly. This is a recession resistant industry. I mean, I love my Amazon Prime membership, but I got to tell you, Amazon Prime cannot do what this business does. And they are driven, the parent company, this entire organization is driven by four core values. And I know for myself and what I'm hearing from professionals over the years is it's not just about making the money and paying the bills. It's about community. It's about giving back. It's about having an impact and developing leaders. And everything that I have seen, heard, and witnessed about this organization really adheres to some core values that I think a lot of us can get behind. So with that, I'm going to introduce Stephanie, who is going to tell us about this mission to move the world. Stephanie, tell us about College Hunks.
Absolutely, Emily, and thank you so much for having us this afternoon. Obviously excited because it is such a great opportunity. Of course, I'm partial though, but again, there is an excellent opportunity available in Boise, and of course, we'll get to that. But yes, our mission, move the world. So College Hunks, hauling junk and moving. Obviously, we mean that literally. We are a moving company. However, we mean it figuratively as well. So when we talk about moving the world, we want to make an impact locally. We want to make an impact with our hunks, and we want to make an impact globally. And just to touch on this, because I don't think I included a slide, just so everyone is aware, hunks are our brand promise, and this is one of our huge differentiators. But hunks actually stands for honest, uniformed, nice, knowledgeable, and service. So from a client perspective, it is one of our largest differentiators when you look at us compared to the competition. Okay. All right, so creating a stress-free experience. Well, if you're going to look at an opportunity, why would you want to look at College Hunks? Well, branding. Branding is huge. 70% of people who choose us because of the name. The name is fun, it's collegial, it invokes trust, and the truth of the matter is it turns heads. So once you hear the name, you don't forget it. Because of the name, because of the job we do, we've been featured on multiple national TV shows, including Shark Tank. That's actually the one that kicked it off for us. We've been on Oprah twice. Blue Collar Millionaire, TLC, Bravo, and we actually just recently wrapped up filming a show called Military Makeover. So again, branding is huge for us. The name, it's fun, it rhymes, it will get you a lot of attention. So looking at how you make your money, well, there's multiple revenue streams, and really underneath each umbrella, there is subsets for additional revenue, but we do really two things. We help people get rid of stuff they don't want to keep, and we help them relocate the stuff they do want to keep. On the junk side, obviously, we show up, we help get rid of stuff, and it really helps create that stress-free experience, because when you think of clutter, when you think of an overfilled garage, I think 80% of people with a two-car garage can only park one car in it. So when you take this clutter, when you take those items and you create that open space, it really helps create a stress-free experience. So junk is one way we make money. Moving is the other, right? So we help people relocate the stuff they didn't want to keep. Moving is one of the top 3 stressors in somebody's life. Right next to death, divorce, and then it's move. And usually if you have stressor 1 or 2, there's a move associated with it as well. So we want to really provide a white glove level of customer service. And that's where we come in with the move. We hold their hand through the process. We educate them on the process. And again, wherever we are with our level of customer service, we want to pick it up and add something to it. Which leads me to labor, really. And so underneath the junk umbrella, underneath the move umbrella, there's also opportunity for labor, like demolition. Maybe we're just moving boxes, right? So again, there's just a lot of opportunity in that labor sector. So coming down to moving the world, we do talk a lot about being value-based and socially conscious. So up to 70% of our items are either donated or recycled. So people absolutely love the fact that their items get a second chance. And it actually makes us an eco-friendly company as well. We want as little as possible going to the dump. We want to redistribute that back into the community or being recycled. From a socially conscious value base, we're also very purpose-driven. We have a national partnership with a company called Feeding Children Everywhere. Every job that one of our franchise owners completes, either on the junk hauling side or the move side, we actually donate 2 meals to this charity. I think it was about 2 months ago, we recently hit about 1 million meals donated, and we predict within the next 3 years, we're going to hit 5 million meals donated to Feeding Children Everywhere. So that's some of what we do nationally. Locally, our franchise owners are also very involved in the community. We believe in community involvement. We believe in charitable contributions. And I think really just as a small business owner, it's the right thing to do. Added value is it generally pays itself back in brand recognition. So what else about College Hunt? So, well, we're recession resistant. We actually Move was founded underneath the last recession. So our founders and College Hunks, they were doing lots of junk jobs for people who had to downsize and relocate as a result of the last recession. So they were doing these junk jobs and somebody else was coming in and moving the families. So that's when they realized they should add moving on as an ancillary service. So we can proudly say we're recession resistant, and we are also automation resistant and Amazon resistant as well. And then we're fun. It's a fun brand. It's fun. It's high energy. You're working with young people, so it'll keep you going. And again, it's just recession resistant, Amazon resistant, and automation resistant. The industry is not going anywhere. If anything, it's just growing.
Right. And if I can say, so it was last time I moved was 2 years ago, and I called College Hunks in hopes to book them, and they were completely booked out. But the gentleman on the other line, it sounded like he was having fun. He was so kind. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we're not available. Try us next time." But normally I wouldn't think of this as fun. But even just seeing that bright orange truck around town, I'm like, it does kind of just look like fun.
It makes it fun.
I know, right? So actually, I do have a question for you, because when you were talking about branding, I heard you say that you were recently on a show called Military Makeover, and that got me thinking: do you know if you have many veteran-owned franchisees?
We do actually. If I were to, and we actually won one of the best opportunities for veterans, and if I were to guesstimate, I would put about 15 to 20% of our system as veterans, including executives within the organization, my director included in that. But yes, we do very, very well with vets as franchise owners. And I actually want to touch on the core values. Unfortunately, I didn't provide a screen with that, but one of our core values is building leaders and working with and developing these young guys and grooming them up for future opportunity, whether it's with College Hunks or with another organization, right? We really want to give them business leadership and business ownership skills. And so I think that building leaders piece really is one of the things that attracts vets to our system.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. 15 to 20%, I'm thinking that's a lot more than the average. That's fascinating.
From my previous experience, definitely. Yeah. From the other concepts I've worked with, yeah. But it's systematic, it's structured, it's a needed service, and they get to develop those guys up. And it's something they're just so used to doing from being in the service.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course you didn't include that on a slide because I told you that we like to make these really short and sweet. So that's on me. That's on me.
Yes, but I did. But I want to touch on, so you had mentioned too, when we were kind of talking about the fun, but actually, so no, people do not think of junk hauling and moving fun, but it really is. And so our second core value is fun, enthusiastic team environment. So we really try to incorporate fun into the work environment wherever possible. So yeah, that's actually a core value of ours as well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. If things don't work out for me in franchising, this is franchising. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Okay. How do we help? I love to have fun. All right.
So how do we help? Well, hopefully you already know how to have fun, right? But of course we can give you ideas. But from a support standpoint, I look at college hunks, and what we provide, it really is unparalleled, especially for some of the concepts I've worked with previously. But let's start with the technology. So the technology is Hunkware. It is a one-stop shop for our franchise owners to run their business. It is an in-house technology. It's built by us, maintained by us, enhanced by us. We have a 9-person IT team. So I would imagine next to the call center, it's actually probably our largest department. But their goal is product development within IT to help enhance the franchise owner's experience. And then from there, of course, they have people supporting and maintaining the technology as well. But it is cloud-based, or we actually have cell phone apps. So you can log in through your Android, you can log in through your iPhone, and it does everything. So it's your scheduling, it's your CRM. You can make phone calls through the app. Text confirmations and profile pictures of the hunks get sent from the app to the families when the hunks are on their way. It has GPS, so you can see where all your trucks are in the commute or in your territory. You can run your metrics, you can view them, download them, export them, day over day, year over year, whatever you need to do. All of your marketing collateral, learning management system, everything is going to be housed within Hunkware.
That sounds like Uber. When you can see who's coming, like you can see a profile picture.
So it sends a profile picture. Yeah. So Matt Knapp, actually, the person who developed Hunkware, he actually just won CIO of the Year last year for the work that he's done with Hunkware. So it works two ways. So profile pics and a little bit of background on the hunks get sent to the clients, and it has that Uber-like feature so they can see where they're on their way. But it works on the flip side too, so you can actually log in and see where all of your trucks are in your territory. And what makes it really, really neat is based on what color the truck is, you know where they are in relation to the job. So green means collecting payment, yellow means en route, red means running late. So you can literally look at your territory and see in a quick snapshot exactly what's going on with all of your trucks.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
You can collect payments through the apps. Your hunks can make phone calls. It really is an impressive piece of technology. From there, so we have our technology, we have Hunkware. Well, our sales loyalty agents are going to have access to your Hunkware, and they're going to be able to do all of the scheduling for you. So we have a 150-person in-house call center and growing. Right, we're gearing up for our Super Bowl season, which is spring and summer. So they're in the process of hiring and training additional agents as we speak. And this is no pun intended, but we did win Best in Class call center, which is really, really neat and really, really obviously flattering. But the person who oversees the call center, he does a very, very good job. There are 4 sub-departments to the call center. We have our inbound agents. They're answering all of the phone calls, right? They're talking to the clients. When are you looking to move? Are there elevators? What is the parking situation? So they're going to gather all of this information for you, and they're going to go ahead, they're going to be able to schedule a job for you directly on your calendar. You receive an alert, you or somebody on your team would give a welcome call. From there, we have our outbound agents. The point of the outbound agents is they're going to try to capture lost lead opportunities. So if I call in and I'm looking for junk services, but I need to talk to my husband, or I'm not sure of my schedule, the outbound agents are going to keep contacting me because timing is everything, and they're going to try to convert me into a job booked on the calendar for our franchise owners. We have our online agents. Love the online agents. They're responding to chat. They're responding to emails. Yes, people will book jobs through email still, but they're also responding to your social media reviews, which is key. I think as a small business owner, it might take you a couple of days to even realize you have a Yelp review. We can respond within 60 seconds. And then from there, we have our customer service agents. They're exactly as it sounds. They're going to buffer any customer service issue. They're going to gather all the information necessary and provide it to the franchise owner so the franchise owner knows exactly what to do and how to handle the situation. Just to give you an idea, 5 years ago, we had 12 people answering phones for our franchise owners, and currently we're at about that 150 mark. So training and support. Trying to get everything down just on a little piece of paper when it comes from the training and support standpoint, I really had to pick and choose, but it is continuous and it is ongoing. As a brand new franchise owner, you're going to receive on-site training, right? So you're going to go shadow a location. You're going to have your classroom training, which is 5 days in Tampa. There's online components, so training modules, webinars, all of that sort of fun stuff. But in addition, you're going to have somebody holding your hand all the way through the process. So the moment someone becomes a franchise owner, they're partnered with a pre-opening support specialist. That pre-opening support specialist is going to walk you through everything that needs to happen to successfully open your doors. From there, you're going to be partnered with a ramp-up coach. Your needs as a brand new franchise owner are going to be very, very different than somebody who's been in business 1 to 2 years. You're going to have weekly scheduled calls, you're new, right? And you're going to have a lot of questions. You're going to need immediate answers, and that's where your ramp-up coach is going to come in. Once you graduate from your ramp-up coach, you're still going to have a regular business coach. We have marketing coaches. We have safety coaches. We have a move coach, and he travels through the country gathering technical move techniques and then rolling them out through the system. And all of these coaches actually do on-site visits as well. So we're not just in Tampa rolling things out via email. We do have webinars. We do have online trainings, but we do site visits, and that includes the move coach, the marketing coach, and of course your ramp-up coach and business coach. Okay, so in addition to your pre-opening support and your ongoing support, one of the things that we have launched here within the past year is called our National Account Strategic Alliance Program. These are relationships that College Hunks builds nationally that will benefit the franchise owners locally. There's 2 little sub-departments to our National Accounts Program. We have the national accounts. Those are relationships owned by College Hunks. We have the agreement signed. We control everything up to scheduling a job for you directly on your calendar. You service the job, you get paid. The strategic alliances, these are a little different in the sense that we have these relationships nationally, but you'll still want to walk through the door and cultivate them locally. In addition to national accounts, we have our learning management team. They're the ones responsible for gathering and rolling out continued trainings for our franchise owners, whether it's through webinars, whether it's for our reunion, whether it's through training modules and Hunkware. We have an optional accounting program that you can utilize. We have a full-blown marketing department. Pretty much our role is to provide our franchise owners with all of the tools, resources, and support necessary to be successful. So all they have to do is go out there and make it happen. Make it sound so easy. Just go out there, you can do it. Just like that.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, this is great. I'm learning so much more about College Hunks. So
Good.
This is a lot of information. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I know I was trying to squeeze an hour-long webinar into, I'm like, how can I do this?
I
So
know.
it's
No, I know it's a
good.
lot. It's a lot. So anything else before we move on to the resale opportunity?
No, we talk about support, and I think it's our goal, and I say it all the time. We want to give you the tools and resources and support necessary to be successful. Really, at the end of the day, our Brand Central team, I think all in total, we have somewhere around 180 employees working through Brand Central to support our franchise owners. And it's not just about the support we give now. We're always looking ahead to see what else can we be doing to further our franchise owners' success.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's get into some nitty gritty here. Talk us through
Yeah.
this.
So our opportunity in Boise. So the gentleman selling in Boise, he is the nicest guy. He actually owns another business. It's actually a log cabin business, believe it or not. And so he is looking to be able to put his focus solely there. So that leaves such a great opportunity in Boise. So he is 2.5 years young. So I think he's like 2 years and 7 months open, and he's doing very, very well. He's laid a great foundation for somebody else to come in and really take the business to the next level. So as of the end of this year, he did just shy of $1.1 million gross revenue. We talk about it being priced to sell at $395, and as I go through some of the details, I think that will become even more obvious. But he does have a positive cash flow of about $168,000. So
Nice.
what's included? Oh, so sorry. Did you have a question?
Nope, nope. Keep going.
Yep. Okay. So what's included? So obviously you get the business. Here's the beautiful thing. Scott already has 4 paid off trucks that come with the business. So when we talk about being priced to sell, those 4 paid off trucks will come with. Obviously, they're not cheap, right? So I think it's a nice addition. It's not something we always see. So obviously, that's huge benefit to whoever is coming in and taking over the business. In addition to the 4 owned trucks, there are 3 lease trucks that the new franchise owner would assume the lease for. But Scott has a solid team. He speaks very, very highly of his team. He has 5 full-time employees, including, I believe, 3 supervisors, as well as an estimator. And I believe he has an ops manager as well. And in addition to his 5 full-time, he has 30 part-time employees. Obviously, there's a little ebb and flow there. He did mention that he's going to be gearing up for the summer, and he's probably going to be bringing on more part-time hunks as well to support the surge that happens for us in spring. So he currently has 2 zones. Again, really is priced to sell. That is a great opportunity for somebody. And he does have a 2,200 square foot location. He did say that he is happy to keep the lease himself for his current business if the franchise owner coming in is not thrilled with the exact location. But what else? Yeah, he's young. When I talk about he's young, I mean the business. 2.5 years. And if you were to actually check him out on LinkedIn, or not on LinkedIn, but on Google, he has 329 5-star reviews.
Nice.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's a great opportunity. The way I look at those first couple of years, that's the foundation, right? And so that hard work, those first couple of years of grunt work, they're already done for you.
Wow, that's really exciting. I'm really excited for you guys to find the right candidate. It's a great business and great opportunity.
Me too.
And I wish him well with his log cabin business. That's so unique.
It really is. It really is. But
I love it. Love it.
So, and he's a great guy. And when I talk about gross revenue, he's still projecting year over year too. So he's still in growth mode. So he has not capped out his opportunity.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you, Stephanie. And for those of you who are listening, and if you're interested in taking next steps, whether it is specifically regarding the Boise resale, or if you live elsewhere and you're looking to check availability in your local area, next steps, if you haven't already, please complete the PFA, the Personal Franchise Assessment. I've provided a link here. I'm also happy to email it to you. This is a proprietary assessment that helps us at FranNet identify your best match franchises, and honestly, whether we should consider business or franchise ownership in the first place. It will give us some unique insights to how you fit this particular brand. So please take advantage of that resource. Or if you're not ready to do that and you would just like to have a conversation, please contact your local FranNet consultant. And if you're not sure who that is, shoot me an email and I will personally introduce you. You can email me at eanderson@frannet.com or just give me a call at 503-726-5935. We are here to help you navigate the waters as you explore business and franchise ownership, help you see if College Hunks is possibly the right fit for you. So Stephanie, again, thank you so much for your time. Everybody, thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you, Emily.